EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Rachel, you must be Cynthia, his arm's dad. We've been divorced 15 years.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
It's so nice getting to know home. Such a great fit.
Thank you. Oh, it's very impressive. Actually, it's very, don't know, raising son from home without a husband. It's been hard.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, the Ravens send Ryan Eckley out to punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
First down marker to his receiver. They just couldn't connect. Send it back to the drawing board.
Is he not looking, Dave? Ow! This was Usain Bolt's first Olympics. He ran with a cross in his mouth, praying as he went. But the 18-year-old didn't get that blessing.
So after
finishing
the second
5th in
down
his heat,
incompletion,
missing the
they'll
final.
come up now
The next
against
year,
a
at the
3rd and
Helsinki
6.
World Championships, 19-year-old Bolt made the final, but pulled a muscle mid-race and had to drop out in heartbreak. Then came the 2006 Super Grand Prix in Lausanne. At 20,
And this
Bulls
pass
kept up with the
broken up.
Americans and looked solid.
Excellent
But in the
coverage
end,
there
the
on
game was
third
close.
down, as that
A
was
year later,
not an
the
easy one
soccer
to hold
world,
on to.
21-year-old Bolt reached a
It's
major
pretty early
time
in
for
the
the
game,
fourth
but they've
time.
already tried to
It wasn't
establish him
close
not
day.
just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. It didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to try again
Gabe
shortly.
shifted gears and
On fourth down, the Packers
Bolt
call
gave
on
everything,
Daniel
but still had
Wheeler
to
to
settle
punt.
for silver. After 4 big stage losses, Bolt was furious. He told his coach, "I don't
And
want
no
to
one
lose
there to
anymore."
stop it. Hits
His
it the
coach
8,
knew
but it
Bolt had
carries
gone
all
from
the way
missing
into the
finals
end
to
zone
making
for a
them to
touchback.
bronze, then silver. This was a climb, and the next step was gold. Bolt understood the lesson. And then gave Gay a look.
All right, Cass, you got 2 minutes. Go to it when you're ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offensive line will work this out.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
For the right play, yeah.
That too.
We got the game today. I just want to show you this one thing, okay? I just want to show you this moment because...
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And it sounds like strange. It sounds strange to call him a misogyny podcaster, but
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
His output is just misogyny. Right? Here's the situation.
A first down carry for Henry. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson forced out to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there in 2nd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Henry up the middle. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game up and out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Inside handoff, Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 5 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Henry not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. This time Jackson will throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
you see him in the back, you see him, this guy's like, still these products, that's my dog. That's my, that's my big business man. That's my numbers guy. He was just making money, okay?
On play action. Love to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Love from the gun. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Anyway, she's a new model. I love her. I love her.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. But he is going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, 60 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Trey Smack now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Ravens nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now, back foot throw there is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Speak faster, or somebody puts your hand on the trying to put you against some sport. It's about being right and being principled.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. For a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Trenton Simpson firing in and sticking him for a loss.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Love now. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. And they're on the 46-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
That means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Lucas Van Ness picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll drop the throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Micah Parsons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
He dropped a grenade on the big sports. You understand? So I'm with her. It's hard. It's hard for me. My brain says, no, it's probably Tyler Robinson. But my heart says, go, Candace, go. Keep cooking. You know? Does that make sense? I'm not 3rd and 6. They could get a course correct. I don't want to course correct.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Sometimes it's okay to sit back, kick it, and listen. I'm sitting my white ass down, and I am listening. Debates are a sport. You don't need to agree with her to cheer. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Throwing. Love. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Honestly, once I got there, it was very hard to keep up with what was going on. But I did want to jump right back in over this Andrew Wilson debate between zones because when I watched it, it was like watching a slow car crash. And very, very, very interesting. So I did not realize that the debate was going to be yesterday. And I happened to
the Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
It is a hard watch in general. I don't know if you guys know, but
one of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Very hard watch. It was a lot of the yesterday. We'll go over a little bit again. We did try to go back to find
now Love. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4.
And nothing really came out. So anyways, as I was saying, we all watched the debate yesterday. That's what we can call it. It was several hours of basically Andrew walking himself in circles, which is exhausting to watch. I could see the wheels turning in his hand at some points when he realized
this complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Investigation where, he going to invest. Maybe there's a lot of things where
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
At the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll run it again with Henry.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense are saying go right ahead with those.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
So he probably took it down, which was good.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll get this out to about the 48-yard line.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
I'll use one right here.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Jackson. Oh, hit as he
not blocking, man.
Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here comes 2nd down. Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And incomplete.
Pass interference, yeah?
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think of something can open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Back to throw. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, and this is nervous time now. They decided to go for it right there. Fortunately, still a little bit of time left for another shot, but this one almost certainly has to be in the end zone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This to possibly force OT. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And not all W's are created equal, CD. And this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense